Hello, everybody. My name is Dorien Morin-van. I am a social media strategist. I am a content manager, and I am a content creator. I am very excited to be here today at Humanize Your Brand and talk to you about video marketing, specifically about why your B2B brand needs to show its face. If you're ready, let's get into it. So, would you trust a brand that's never shown a human face? I can tell you that I would not. Now, I'm not talking about behind the scenes. If you contact a brand, most likely you can set up a demo and you would meet with somebody on Zoom and see who they are. But what about on social media? Who is actually showing their faces on social media in the B2B industries that we see? So here are two side by side reels. Now, if you were to be looking to upgrade your home office and you wanted to see a reel or these came into your feed, which one would you click? I can tell you that 99% of the time, I would click the one where it had a person talking about the business, about the Manly Design Studios. Of course, that's a made up name, but I would want to know what this person had to say, right? This is a cover for a video, and I would want to know what he had to say, why we should work with him, maybe where they're located, maybe a testimonial that one of their clients left for them. Now, before you can bring this idea to your C suite, you're going to need some data. The first point of data that I want to talk about is that 66% of businesses already use video to build trust. That's a huge number, except that number includes both B2C and B2B. Even if we're generous, and we say half of the business are B2B and half are B2C. So 33% of B2B businesses are using video. That's not a large number, which leaves a huge opportunity for all of you. The other number I want us to look at is that 94% of B2B marketers say that trust is the key to building brand success. Now, how do you build trust? By showing the humans. Even with all of you being B2B brands, there's still going to be a person connecting with a person who are going to come to an agreement and sign a contract. It's going to be person to person. So you still need to know who you're dealing with. If you start showing the faces early on in the funnel, right, on social media, that's where the magic happens. So here are some of the people that could be in your videos. Happy, smiling people. So how we find them and where are they in your business? Who should be on camera? Let's figure it out. So some of the voices that we're going to look at first are the internal voices of your business. So if you have a founder, CEO, they're a great place to start, but you need some buy-in. We'll talk about that in a minute. So who is left then? Freelancers, employees, HR department if you have it, marketers, sales team, engineers, product designers. Even if you're a small team of 5, there are 5 faces that you could use. Now, if you're a larger company, there's also some external voices that you could use for faces in your video. Those would include your customers. Now, don't think of just your current customers, think about your past customers or potential customers, right? Brand ambassadors, influencers, vendors, brand partners, anybody who you do business with, collab with, right? Now, I know you're going to say, okay, I know now who my voices are, right? And the faces that belong with it. Where do I start? I would highly recommend you start on LinkedIn because that's where your prospect are. If we're talking B2B, your prospect, the other businesses are on LinkedIn. So you want to make sure that's where you are too. And that's where you are showing those videos. Now, once you've done that, then you can go repurpose everywhere else. Just to frame that for you, when you're designing your video, when you're scripting it, I would definitely have one platform in mind. This is what I teach my clients. If their main goal is to get more visibility and to be more visible on, then the format and the types of videos they create should be created with LinkedIn in mind. Now, that doesn't mean you can't repurpose them, but that does mean that when you're thinking about the length of the video and the topic of the video, you're going to make it for that one platform and then repurpose it. Now, don't forget, LinkedIn also has trending video content. If you still have the video little tab at the bottom of your screen on mobile, you can click on there and videos will pop up. Sometimes you'll see it in your feed when you're scrolling, and there's trending topics. Topics would include like my 5 to 9 before my 9 to 5, or how to negotiate salaries. And when you see those trending topics on LinkedIn, you can jump in there too. Now, what types of videos work? All kinds of videos will do well. Keeping it real, keeping it short, and keeping it valuable. Now, that means when you're doing a real type video, a vertical short form video, you want to make sure on LinkedIn it's about 1 to 2 minutes. You also want to be sure to just talk about one topic. People want to know one thing. What is the one thing you're going to teach them today? What is the one tip you're going to give them today? What is the one thought leadership thought you have today? One thing. And then you do it over and over. So you need some ideas? Here you go. I'm not going to read them all, but here they are. There's lots of ways that you can answer questions that people have about your business. And it doesn't always have to be you if you're the marketer that's here or you're the CEO that's here. Again, these are different people in your company that could answer these questions, right? A point of view, if you're a B2B company and you have people out in the field, salespeople, they could take a point of view video of where they're going. Maybe they're on the golf course. Maybe they're having a golf course meeting. They could take a video of them driving in the golf cart and do a voiceover later, right? You can do collab videos if you're a B2B company that sponsors a nonprofits event. You could do video together about that. You can show behind the scenes, maybe what time everybody comes to the office, or what people are eating, or what it's like to celebrate a birthday in the office. People on this side of the screen want to know what's behind your screen, and start creating videos that shows the humans behind the brand. Video is the number one way you can humanize your brand for those of us who are out there looking for solutions to our problems. So, what's stopping us? If you're a female, let me talk to you for a minute. Guys, I'll be right back. Female, 77% of us say that we suffer from imposter syndrome. 77% of females. Now, I bet you, even in a professional setting, that number is pretty close. I've talked to a lot of professional women just like you who say, I'm not good enough. I'm not comfortable in video. But here's what I want you to know, just start doing it, because competency comes from doing it over and over. And if you can get past yourself, you can get into the feed of those who really need it, help solve problems, and make the sales. Now, guys, now I'm back for all of you. So, what's stopping all of us collectively? There's quite a few reasons I've heard. So, here are some. Let's look at it. Okay. We're too regulated. I've worked with a law firm. The legal industry is very regulated. But if you get the lawyer to talk on video, they know what they are allowed to say or not. You can also, of course, with the law firm, get a testimonial from a satisfied client. Another excuse is our executives don't want to be on camera. I get it. But people say they don't have time, they don't have a budget. Really? You don't eat lunch? Really? You don't take a train home? Really? You don't have 5 minutes that you talk to a colleague? All of us have the time to create a quick video on our phone. No time and no budget is no excuse. It won't work for us. Why? Have you tried it? Most of the time, when I ask people if they've tried video, they say, I've tried it one time, or I've tried it for a week, or I tried it for a month. That's not long enough, guys. And most likely, those that tried just tried it with one face. They haven't tried multiple faces, they haven't tried multiple people. Keep trying. Trust is not built in one day. Trust is built because they see you show up consistently. And when your brand shows up consistently on video, that is an excellent way to build trust. And if you don't know where to start, I got you covered there too. So I promised you, how do we get the C-suite to do the buy-in? Perform some low risk tests. That means if you get a video testimonial from a client, post it. Write some really good copy with it. Maybe break it up in a couple of little clips, maybe do an overlay, a title on it, experiment with it and see how it does on LinkedIn. Then see how it does on Instagram, see how it does on TikTok, see how it does on Facebook. Maybe repost it with a different copy to go with it and put a different cover on it. Same video, different copy, different cover. People don't know it's the same video. So experiment with it. It's your time, it's your effort. Go experiment, low risk tests. Next, provide support. Whoever's going to be on video, whether that's your face as a marketer or founder or whatever role you have, support each other. Learn how to be in front of the camera as well as behind the camera. You're going to want to frame somebody, put the grid on your phone. It's pretty simple. If you don't have it on your phone, it's literally you go into settings, go to camera, turn on your grid. You have this grid that shows up when you take a picture or when you do video, and have people's eyes like be on the top third. And that's a great way to frame somebody. Now, you can also put them a little bit on the side, right? And make it interesting. But if you do vertical video, that's standard. Learn how to frame people right. Get comfortable behind the camera as well as in front of the camera. Another great tip is be on camera together, right? If people are hesitant about being in video, then do it together. Support each other. Next, measure engagement, not just views. Even if the views are not as high as you want to have them just yet in the beginning, but you have 20 people saying, "Oh my God, this is hilarious," or "What a great video," or "Thank you for posting this," the engagement is way up. It's really hard to get those kind of comments on a piece of static material, right? On an image or an announcement or an event flyer. Those don't get that kind of engagement, but videos usually do, especially if you have a good call to action. And then last but not least, you need to connect that video to revenue impact. That doesn't happen right away. If you don't have that, it takes a little bit of time. So you need to have patience, give it 3 to 6 months and see if revenue is impacted. But that's usually what will persuade the C suite to then start investing in video strategy and into the resources that you need to really push it forward. And that might include paid media, all of those things, put some money behind it. So, what happens when you get buy in from your CEO, from your founder? Some incredible things happen, especially if they lead the way. Now, here are 3 examples of people that have shown the way that now have their team also posting videos. So, the top right is Tycho Luiten. He is the CEO of Dapper. It's a B2B marketing agency in the Netherlands. Not only is he on camera a lot, he and his team create videos together. They're parodies of famous movies. They have an incredible following now. Their revenue certainly has gone up. He talks about it. He's also in short form video where he talks about B2B marketing, of course. Then right below is Alex B. Sheridan. His company helps CEOs get seen on video. He gives them a playbook on how to do it. I follow him because I like the way he styles his videos. He definitely doesn't produce his own videos. He is always in the video, but he has not only a huge editing team, at least from what I can see, but he also has some incredible camera people show him at all sorts of different angles. So the videos that he creates are always different. And then on the bottom left is Perna Vergi. She works for LinkedIn. She's a consultant and she specifically talks a lot about video, and she walks the walk. She creates videos all the time. They're well seen, they're well liked, they provide her with lots of engagement and visibility. So, this is what I call the LinkedIn effect. If you start doing it, then other people in your company might too. Now, in 2024, LinkedIn was really pushing video, specifically vertical video, because they were coming out with their video app on the platform, on the mobile version. And so I had some success with short form videos to the point where I was producing about 2 videos a day and publishing them on LinkedIn. I got great success, lots of engagement, lots of new followers, and it really allowed me to showcase my expertise. And I had a blast. It lasted about 5 months and then they turned off the tap. And now it doesn't mean that right now video is not working on LinkedIn. But the games change a little bit, especially with AI coming into it a lot more. So, yes, you can still have lots of success. You definitely have to be creative, you have to be consistent, and it takes a little bit more effort to get engagement and views on LinkedIn with video, but it is not impossible and things are still happening. And I think that the most important reason you should go on is not to get more engagement or more views, but to build that trust, right? Now, we want to think beyond video content. We need to think about building a content structure. I've created one that you can copy. It's right here. So I would say brainstorm ideas, you record it, you edit it, you publish it, you engage with your audience, you repurpose and you measure. So make sure that you have a flow. If you're already creating content, adding video is not going to be very different than the flow of a carousel or the flow of an image or a graphic, right? You still need to have approval. You need to come up with the ideas. You need to probably have multiple touches on it. You still need a copywriter, all of those things. But create that video marketing blueprint that you need for your company. Now, I don't want to leave without showing you a couple of companies that are doing this really well. The first one is Slack. On the left, you see a video of a person who works for Rivian. They talk about how they internally use Slack. The second one is a customer that he works for, Remarkable. He talks about how they use Slack. And then the third one is a Slack employee. They actually tagged her. They had her talk about AI power of search. These are wonderful examples. And if you go on LinkedIn, you can see lots of videos on this. Another example is Pfizer. Most of theirs are collab posts, interestingly enough. One is they have a podcast. So they hired somebody to do their podcast. It's a health podcast. The other one is a collab with a bunch of nonprofits. They created a reel that highlighted like 5 different nonprofits. The third one is an employee. He's a researcher for Pfizer and talks about the project he's working on. And the fourth one, again, is a collab. They started a health leadership program and they made videos. So these are examples of B2B companies that are getting it, who are using faces of the people within their company and external faces to highlight what they do. Now, start small, scale smart, y'all. What is one person on your team that you could highlight this week? Could that be you? Here is one suggestion I have for you. Right after this session or right after today, pick up your phone, turn it on, turn the camera onto yourself, and talk into the camera as if you're talking to your best friend. And tell them that you went to humanize your brand and that here's one thing that you learned. Start it, stop it, record it. Do another one. Give it a second thing that you learned. Do another one. Give it a third thing that you learned. Maybe you do a video about a speaker that you loved. Maybe you met somebody online that was also going to the same conference. Maybe you connected with one of the speakers on LinkedIn. Create these videos today because once you start doing it, and then posting it and seeing the results, it's amazing. You just got to get past all those objections that we talked about earlier. So, who is one person? Is it you? And if not, who could you ask to be in a video with you? Or who could you ask, hey, what you just told me is amazing about my company. Do you mind if I record you? There you go. There's your first video. Trust is built one face at a time. It's time to humanize your brand. Last but not least, I would love to connect with you. I want to know who's on the other side of the screen. You can scan this with your phone if you're not on your phone. And otherwise, find me on LinkedIn, Dorien Morin-van. There's only one of me on there. I would love to connect. Go to my DMs and let me know what you thought of this presentation. And if you need some help, I'd love to collaborate. If you ever want me to interview you, we can hop on a Zoom. I can ask you some questions. I'll send you the file. And boom, you've got your first videos. If you need help with tools or how to get started on editing, all that stuff, let me know. But first, let's connect on LinkedIn. Thank you for being here with me today and humanize your brand. Don't forget, it's all about the faces.